Who's ready for the best damn podcast of their life? Welcome to the Local Pundit. I am Josh Anthony. This is your Wrexham daily news and update show, the Breakfast Club, the one and the only for Friday, August 8th. And breaking news, I'm not leaving. The show goes on. I'm not leaving. I did not expect this one to happen today, but as you can see on the thumbnail, contract news alert. Macca is pulling his best Jordan Belfort. And he says, I'm not leaving. I am not leaving. That's it. Signed up, extended him, signs a new contract at Wrexham AFC at 35 years old. We'll break down that news a little bit too. We'll talk about what Parkinson was saying about entering the championship. We are less than 24 hours away from the start of a new season in the championship after 43 years. And I'm probably gonna do the show and then go to bed because I have to wake up at stupid o'clock. But that's the dedication we have on the Local Pundit for this fantastic global community, and that's how we do it. And on that bombshell, as we say here, a lot to do. And then we're gonna talk about Ollie Palmer. We're not gonna slate, but there's some conversation about Ollie Palmer too, and get your thoughts and also get your lineup today too. So make sure you smash a like on the video and subscribe to the Local Pundit. We're not going to hit that 3,001, but you had a goal. We got 2,500. It's going to be 2,600 subscribers. Make sure you get your memberships. Make sure you have your bell on because we'll be firing out shows left and right. There's going to be so much coming on. And in about 90 minutes, Patty's going to be doing the curtain raiser for Birmingham City, the champions-elect versus Ipswich Town. Live watch on it and get a surprise for you too when the game comes on, which I think everyone's going to love. So fun times for everybody, but let's see who's also in here. What's going on, Aaron? How you doing? Chicky Brewer's in the house. And I don't know what happened in the Discord, but everyone's saying I'm walking into a hornet's nest. So if someone wants to give me top of what the hell's going on, please let me know. But I would love to know. Danny D said, Josh is walking into a hornet's nest. Well, welcome to my life at this point. I'm literally I am in the hornet's nest in my entire life right now. So it's nothing new at this point. What's going on, Esteban? Reliable's here. But okay, what's up, application? All right, let's break down the news. Let's go. Here we go. Ding, ding, ding. There he is. Contract news. James McClean signs a new Wrexham AFC contract. Wrexham are delighted to announce that James McClean has signed a new contract with the club until the end of the 26-27 season. That is next year, my friends. Next year, I'm going to pull this down because that is ugly. What's going on, PCH? I have faith in you. PCH Scooby, do you? All right. Tell that to, I'll hold that thought. I have faith in me as well. Good to see you, Scuba. Okay, so Macca, back-to-back promotion winner, 89 appearances since joining the club. Hasn't even broken 100. The former Republic of Ireland captain was given the armband by Phil Parkinson. He said on the signing of his new contract, I'm delighted to be extending my contract with the club. It's no secret that I've enjoyed my time here, and I want to help continue the success that we've had so far. My family love it here. I love it here, and we're excited for the future. So this guarantees him this season and next season. Okay, he's 36 years old. And he's last time he scored was in the JBD Cup against Port Vale. And let's say Parkinson said on the signing, he said, please secure James. Rephrase that. Parkinson says, we are pleased to secure an extension to Jimmy's contract. He's an important player and character in the dressing room as we prepare for this historic season. Okay, that's all I need to know. That's all I need to know. And I'll flat out say, I'm firmly just going to stamp this right now. Macca is going to start tomorrow. Macca will be starting tomorrow's game. I don't know what will happen in the future. I think Libby will take over that spot eventually, but tomorrow he will be starting for Wrexham at 12:30 as we kick off this brand new season. I don't know if this is split in the chat. I don't know if this is splitting everybody. Get your thoughts on this. I don't know if it was his clause or it was a club clause or a Jimmy clause in it. So I don't have that information. If someone knows, please let us know in the chat. Do I think this is a good idea to extend Jimmy? Yes, I do. He wasn't going anywhere anyways, okay? He wasn't going anywhere anyways. Talked about being a locker room guy. He's been there with us. He knows this league, fine. Maybe this is, and again, I don't know if if Macca wanted this or if the club wanted this. I don't know who excited, but on the eve of at the start of the season, we have a news alert that he's not fucking leaving. I'm not leaving. The show goes on. The show goes on. I don't know, but is it good? Yes. He's a good locker room guy. Here's why it's good in my book. I want him to help us navigate through this season, and he was going to do that anyways to be part of the club. He is a major, major influence in the dressing room on and off the pitch. What I hope for is this, that he's there to pass the torch. He didn't do it last year to Rev. Maybe Rev wasn't ready, but he didn't do it last year for Rev. He held his spot. And at the end of the day, I will say this, toward the end of the season, he fucking crushed it. Okay? Sorry for swearing. Sorry, Mom. But yeah, he crushed it. He did. He stepped up to the plate and he did it. We're going to need a lot of that. But I want him to do that off the pitch. We have other leaders in there too. Next year, he shouldn't be getting no playing time. 10 minutes, 15 minutes here. He is a specimen. He has done so much for the club in the past couple of years. But if we want to be serious about getting into the Prem this year and next year, we need to move on from Jimmy at some point. It's not going to be today, obviously, because he's going to extend his contract. And I do believe he'll start tomorrow. I don't know. The chat is chatting. I'm going to try to get to it too. I think it's a good idea. What's going on with what happened to the assets here? Oh, sorry about that. There we go. Touching buttons here. Sorry, we're just getting ready for the show later on. I'll screw everything up. Esteban Macca is a leader on and off the pitch for sure, but I don't think he should be starting all the games. And David Hilditch, even if he isn't in the final squad, he can still play the first 5 matches and 6 matches in the January window and then the Cups. Listen, he's not going anywhere. He just extended his contract. John Elmore says, we seem to have enough locker room guys. We need more pace and power guys. I agree with all that too. And Paul Kelly, good for Macca. We need his leadership and work ethic. A great impact player for the final 15, 20 minutes. And strong bench is important, and that's there. And also a strong locker room with championships, and he leads talent, doesn't always win championships. I don't know what that means. With championships and he leads talent, doesn't always win championship. I don't know what the fuck that means. PCH, you got to rewrite that. I'm trying my best here. Sentimentality was supposed to be dead. Really hope this isn't what it is. I don't know either. John Hills is in the house. If it's him triggering the clause in his contract, it has nothing to do with the club. Yeah, I know that. I know that. That's what I'm saying. John says mixed on this one. I would have waited until I saw how he looked in the championship. I agree. We don't know who did it though. Love Macca, but strictly on the pitch doesn't make contract sense. He's taken up a spot. He was already going to take up a spot this year. Let's worry about next year. I don't know why it happened, and I don't know why it happened either. But what esse is going on here in the chat? Carol says this is fine. He contributes so much even from the bench on and off the pitch. Hapification is also here. Says I think they want to keep him on for the transition and pass the culture of Wrexham to the next gen of the squad. Keep the continuity. That's a good shout right there. I don't disagree with that. I don't disagree with that, but I don't know if I necessarily agree with it. But if he's going to train if he's going to train up Libby to be in the championship. Now Libby just came from the Serie A league, and he battled in a relegation battle, and he's I don't know if he's ready to go tomorrow, but I think he'll probably start. But if he's going to pass the torch, fine. I don't know what this looks like, but there's nothing we can do about it now. We're just reporting the news. It is a news show. What Time Copper said, I've been watching Empoli games for the last season on Paramount Plus. Man, Kakache is incredible. Well, let's hope so. Personally, I would start Kakache tomorrow. That's what I would do. But I don't think Parkinson's going to do that. I don't think he's going to do that. And exactly, John Elmer, we fall in love with these players and are happy with their extensions at first, but find ourselves in a Palmer situation. Well, we're going to talk about Palmer in a minute, but does anyone know if this was a club or a Macca extension? I think this is a show of loyalty from the club, and I don't think extensions are not playing time. I think he begins to transition to more of a mentorship and fitness consultant role. Yeah, but do you take him a fucking squad spot for that next season? I mean, what if we go up? What if we go up? Sorry, Josh. What I said was championships are won in locker rooms. Yes. Yeah. Got it. Okay. Now I get it. Okay. Matt White, I think you're new to the channel. I'm not sure, but if you are, happy to have you in. I think this is a side effect of moving through the leagues as quickly as we have. Good shout right there, Matt. Resigning him in League One is entirely different than the championship. Either way, he has earned it. While he's earned this season, Has he earned next season at 36? As an impact player, as a starter for me, first of all, I don't think Macca should be starting tomorrow, but that's not what Mark Parkinson's going to do. I think he should be an impact player. I thought he should be an impact player last season, and I was wrong. Happy to be proven wrong. Listen, if I was fit, he's fit as fries. I mean, listen, he's not. He's a machine. He's not a man. He's not a machine. He's a goddamn machine. I mean, Christ, Rocky. He's a machine. You cut him. You can't. So he's not going anywhere. But interesting that this came out the night before a game. Why announce this tonight? I don't know. I really don't know. Maybe because they thought they were going to have the Broadhead deal. And Parkinson mentioned the Broadhead. He's still an Ipswich player. There hasn't been any update or movement on it in his press conference. So not that he will play left wing back, Broadhead, that is, but just an odd time to announce it as we are on the eve of our championship season. Stephen Metzel says, that's the issue. I don't believe we go up if somehow we do. Sorry. The chat's fucking going crazy. If somehow we do essentially waste the money and a squad spot next year, paying him when he wouldn't play in the EPL. Well, they'll probably buy him out at that point. Macca can't do 90. He's proven that. Well, yeah. Macca had his contract extended last year as per his original contract. This seems to be a new 2-year contract from the club. Really? Are you saying, Techie, that they went to him and said, give us we'll extend it for this year, or he's already on for another season? I'm questioning it just because that sounds odd. That is odd. They went, hey, we want you for more. Maybe, I don't know. I'm sure Parkinson and him had open chats, and which is great. That's what that's great. And they will buy him out in basically just a way to give him a raise. Maybe they give him a raise. 6 to midnight, I don't know. But anyways, get your thoughts on it. Let me know what you think in the chat. Let us know. Good idea, bad idea. Will he start tomorrow? How many games is he going to play this year? Would you rather have a locker room guy on the bench? I mean, he'll make the bench for sure. He's going to, and again, I think he's starting tomorrow. I think Parkinson will start him tomorrow. Steven Metzel says, well, Stuckey is, if that's true, then it's a very odd and poor decision-making from the club unless Macca understands he won't get much playing time. I'm hoping that conversation was happening on the side, but we don't know. And should have kept Fletch then, far more impact. Oof. And Chris is so happy he stayed. I disagree, Josh. First time ever. This is the perfect time to announce this. It's got us all talking about it, first of all, and then clearly he has ignited the passion. Yeah. Well done, Esteban. That's an educator right there. Edumacator right there. And Macca is in Shoresy role. Time copper. His extension finished in June. I would imagine there was a negotiation process. The club probably wanted 12 months. He wanted longer and got it. Well, they got it. And fitness, not the problem. It's more about pace in the championship. If he started today, you will see it firsthand. He's going to start. Johnny's going to start. He's going to start. I don't think he should start, but he's going to start. All right. So get your thoughts on that. Let's see a couple of things I want to talk about today before we get out of here. I want to make sure we get out of here with ample time for Patty to get set up, and make sure you are smashing that like button, and then go check out the watch along in about an hour's time. Patty's going to be doing the Birmingham City champions elect versus Ipswich game. That's going to be a banger. And like I said, surprise is waiting for everybody that is going to go see that game. So make sure you go and check that out and support. So Parkinson was talking about the expectations that are coming into this. So top of the line news, he says he has a calm approach to it. He emphasized unrealistic goals, and there's no demand for immediate promotion. Now, there is no demand for immediate promotion, right? But do we want it? Yes, I think the intention has been coming. And by the way, I just want to give credit where credit is due. That for a actual journalist, let's put this out, Richard Williams on the expectations of the championship. So Richard Williams, this is from I think this is this morning, talking about Parkinson and talking about the expectations of what it means. So he said that obviously he has support from Rob and Ryan. He's not pushy. There's reality and there's quote unquote, I hate using this fucking phrase, Hollywood expectations. Yes. Do we want to go up this season? I do, and I think we have an opportunity to do so. I also saw today that I think we've cut our costs like 6-1 to go up. That's what the betting odds are. I was just listening on Talk Sport. But what are the expectations for us? I think for us to go just prove ourselves that we can compete in this league, and I think Parkinson was going on that too. I think that the momentum we have is going to be very difficult. I think Parkinson knows what he's getting himself into, and he knows that the squad isn't quite there yet, and he still has a lot to do. He still has a lot to do to put the squad right. But it starts tomorrow. I said, ready or not, we are going into the championship to play Southampton tomorrow. I hope Dibbling doesn't play because he might be going to the Bees. But, Parkinson is aware of what's going on around him with the branding, with the club, and how we're moving through this league, through the leagues. And sort of the expectations, every time I listen to the radio now, mainly TalkSport and BBC 606, it's Birmingham City and it's Wrexham, Birmingham City and Wrexham, so we're on top of mind for everybody. Yes, Ipswich is apparently supposed to walk the league, all that shit, and they may well do that. But what the success looked like to Parkinson, how do you measure success? I think it's being competitive every week is what he was talking about, and to earn respect. And I think we need to earn our respect. And you know what? We've done it in the past. We'll do it again. Everyone's expecting for us to fail. Everyone is expecting for us to fail. You know that. Everyone is expecting for us to fall flat on our face. There's a few people out there that I would love to fall flat on their face because of the decisions they made. And you understand why when it's a little bit of jealousy, it's a little bit of arrogance, but the rest of the world doesn't like our quiet confidence, our confidence in what we've done. They build you up so they can knock you down. That's what they're trying to do. And if we stay focused, and we understand that this is not our ceiling, we have more to do. Great, competitive, get some respect, and just concentrate on ourselves. Another article in here that was talking about too was Matty James was saying this too. It's not Matty, it's Josh Windass. He said Southampton is just another team for Wrexham. You can't play the badge. You have to play the game. So don't play the occasion. And every single game will be an occasion. Every single game will be an occasion at this point. And Windass said, we're playing against the top side, talking about, I'm just moving over a little bit more because I think this is relevant to what Parkinson was saying. But Windass, who is really well established in this league, knows how to play, and I think he's going to be starting tomorrow. I think Windass is going to be awesome this season. Talking about Southampton, he said, we're playing against a top side, but it's up to us and the manager to combat that and try to get the best result we can. We are in the same division for a reason. I don't look at Southampton as an ex-Premier League team, and I'm going down there, meaning tomorrow, on the opening day of the season, when I'm going down there on the opening day of the season or be impressed by that. He's basically saying, like, I'm not going down to look at the fucking lights at Southampton, St. Mary's, which I've been there. It's a great stadium, great little town, and say, I'm so glad we're here. You have to go up and step up and go and try to beat the team that's on the other side of you, because they're going to try to beat you, and we're expected to probably lose the game. I would go there, don't lose the game, get a draw, get out of there with a draw. Awesome. I do think we can win this game, but I like what he's saying. He said, I just look at it as another team in this division, and we're going to try to beat them. They had what they did last year, didn't win many games, so they're coming into a season with a much different confidence. This is great. Shout. We have momentum. They don't. It doesn't mean that they can't go out and perform and smack us up, 5-0. He said, if we go out there, we implement our game plan and get our players on the ball and do what we can do, I'm sure there's a lot of players in the same bracket as me that know that we can go there and cause what it seems to be an upset. But I don't think it'll be an upset, he said. So we're not going in there to make up the numbers. These players are coming in to thank you, right there. I was going to swear and you saved me. Windass is not just blowing smoke, not blowing wind. They're going there to just do what they do. He's showing leadership. And if we go there and you put your shoulders down and it's just like, oh man, I don't know. Let's hope we survive. No, you're gonna get your fucking ass kicked if you do that. You go into a fight or any competition and you're like, I'm gonna go in to lose. You're going to lose. The mentality of this club and how we got here is not to go in to think we're going to lose. My idol for several years now, since I've said this so many times, it's like, well, rational thinking didn't always get me where I am today. And that is a quote from Rob Mack. And if you look how Rob McElhenney has put his career forward and how he puts things, how he challenges things, that's the mentality of this club, and that's the mentality of Wrexham. So we're going to go and we're going to compete. And we might get our ass kicked a few times, but tomorrow we're not going to lay over. And that's what Parkinson was talking about in regards to why a guy like Windass, why a guy like Connor Cody is there, and avoiding the basically, we're just going to get our ass kicked. No, go and perform, and I think that's what we're going to be doing. Another general in the midfield is O'Brien. I think O'Brien's going to set the tone early. We have a lot of guys that Parkinson was talking about setting the tone. We should go out and set the tone. Win your first header. Make that first tackle. Show them we're not there to get pushed around. Don't show them. Don't play like we're going to, just respect the badge. No, we're not there just to make up the numbers. So I like what Parkinson is saying here. I like that we've got a lot of Parky guys we're going to talk about. We talked about over the last couple of weeks about the signings we made. Total Parkinson signing. This is great. And can we compete? Yes, we can. I think we're going to do very well. It's not going to be easy, but I think we're going to do very well. Jeff G says, Josh, they say the Championship League is very rough and tough and physical. Is this true? Yes, it is, in my opinion, in my personal opinion, the best league in the world. It is the Eiffel Tower. You're getting it from both sides. You're getting it from both sides. If you're under 18, don't look that up. But it's the Eiffel Tower League. And this is my favorite division. I'm so happy we're in here. No matter what happens, we are playing with house money, but it doesn't mean we're going to lay down. So yes, yes. What's up, A2Z? How you doing? Handing out guaranteed income to player. Let's go back to the last thing. We moved on from that a little bit. Okay. Windass is showing leadership. And C-Lord, how you doing? No signings today, brother. It's not an official signing, so save your bank account. But I appreciate all the support you've had for us and everyone else too, for that matter. And don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe. What's up, dude? Subscribe to the local pundit. Get that bell on too, so you know when the shows are coming up, because we got a shit ton of shows. I think we're doing like 14 shows a week, which is insane. Awesome. C-Lord, I love your general outlook on the team, Josh. I got to do it. For me personally, I will flat out say I'm not a normal, positive guy, but I'm not going to go in here with all of you and support the team and just be doom and gloom. If I was, why the fuck would you watch the show? And yes, I will give it to you straight. I will give it to you straight how I feel. And, that's my opinion, and everyone's supposed to have their own opinion too. And I'll get my ass kicked. People call me out all day. It doesn't matter. Yes, Patty is doing a watch along in an hour. Make sure you go check that out. That's the curtain raiser. Carol says it will likely be pushing for his share of center halves around with the number 9 shirt tomorrow. Is he getting the number 9 shirt? I don't know. But look, I like the outlook. Cautiously optimistic, I think, is where we're at. Cautiously optimistic. But, again, who would have thought we would have been here 4 years ago, even me starting to do the show? Never. Even anything, just working with all of you. Who would have thought we'd have been here? What a ride. And it's not over yet. We are going to enjoy this. It's going to be just shifting back talking about what we can expect. It's going to be a banana year, an absolute bananas year, no matter what happens. And we got to enjoy it, the ups and the downs, And I don't think we're going to lay down for anybody. I do not think I'm not saying we're not going to lose games, not going to be heartache. There's not going to be joy, but Jesus H. It's gonna be fun to do it all with all of you. So great. Raymond Blood says it's gonna be a few more bloody noses for us, but we'll keep scrapping and win in the end. Yeah, I agree with that too. And we'll talk about that in a second. I'm gonna bring up the talk about what's his name here, Ollie Palmer, in a second. And what else? I love your outlook, C-Lord. If you're in the U.S. and you need Paramount Plus, you will need a VPN or Paramount. No, you need Paramount Plus. You need Paramount Plus. I'm just trying to keep up with you. There you go. If you want to watch the EFL, watch the championships display, there's an obvious difference in physicality. Okay. If you watch a series of the EPL and then watch the championship teams play, there's an obvious difference in physicality. At least the refs are inconsistent. Well, there's no VAR, and it is very inconsistent. The refs are going to be the refs. Anyways, okay. And Wayne says, if the English comparisons are so strong, then why Haven't they won the World Cup? I don't know. And okay, I've been rebuilding finances in order to be ready for the new signings. There you go, my friend. All right. That's the thought on Parkinson. Cautious optimism. He's ready to go for what the team he has right now. He's talked about his injuries. Matty James did an interview yesterday, so you assume he's going to start in the match tomorrow, which is good. I think Matty James was fantastic last season, and he's ready to go. He has something to prove himself. So go watch his interview. It was actually really good. Moving on. Here we go. This one. It's a news show. We got to talk about the news. All right? We got to talk about the news. Got to talk about the news. This is in the BBC. Palmer among likely exits before the transfer deadline. Okay. There he is in the Christmas jersey, whatever the hell that is. And it says, bringing it down, Phil Parkinson has held talks with Ollie Palmer this week as the striker appears destined to leave Wrexham before the summer transfer window. Okay. The 33-year-old is in his final year of the contract at the Stoke Ross and has not played for the club in competitive fixture since featuring the 4-1 EFL Trophy win at Port Vale in February. He's not played a competitive match since February. He did play in the. I thought he put himself about on the tour pretty good. So Parkinson said, Kiefer Moore came in. This is Parkinson now, a quote. Kiefer Moore came in. I've had a good chat with Ollie Palmer this week. He needs to go and play this season, and he knows that. I will bring it up, and you can see it right there for yourself. Right here. Sir, Kiefer Moore comes in. I had a good chat with Ollie Palmer this week. He needs to go and play this season. He knows that. He's been a great servant to the club, a real key player in the climb up to the division, but he's ready to go and play. So there's an example. There you go. There's no shade on him, but that was the upgrade we talked about a couple of days ago when Kiefer came in. That did spell the end of it. The good thing is how awesome Parkinson is to care about the players and give them the respect that they're not just taking the trash out and just getting rid of them. You know, it seems harsh. I think we love our players. We love what they've done for us. The ambition doesn't match the talent at the certain level and where we want to go. It's not to say that he doesn't have talent for a League One side or another potential championship side, but we've moved through the divisions so fast, and some of our players just can't keep up with the talent we bought. And we have shown that we do respect our talent, we do respect what people have done, but he's going to have to move on. And Parkinson also talked about Jacob Mendy a couple weeks ago, and there's other players in that category. I think JM might be one. Mo Fall left yesterday on a loan to Port Vale. But equally, there's also a group who want to prove themselves, and they're going to get that opportunity to do that. There's a lot of players who have been enjoying being part of this club, and rightly so. But they know for their own careers they need to play. If we feel the time is right for that to happen, then it will happen. But to get them a club where we feel it's going to be beneficial to them, we will find it. I think it's inevitable players are going to go, said Parkinson. There's sometimes for a benefit of players as well. There's players who didn't get a lot of playing time last year and need to go and play. It's going to happen. The turnover is going to happen. He said decisions have got to be made because we have to be realistic. And it's going to be a very competitive league, and there's a lot of spending power across the board. So players will go, and it generally will be the ones who feel we need to get some playing time, maybe on loan or permanent deals. That's it. That's it. And Palmer's one of those guys, unfortunately. So, and Ruth H, this is maybe Lee. I'm not saying I want him to go, but maybe Lee. I don't know. I'm going to definitely miss Josh calling Palmer our secret weapon. Yeah, he is definitely our secret weapon. Who goes, Lee? Yep. Sorry. Who goes first, Marriott or Lee? I think it's going to be Marriott, in my opinion, I think. And Alexander and Sealord, I have the channels on fire. Okay, well, I can't condone that. Didn't put that up. But anyways, look, lots of conversations on the eve of the league. There's lots to happen. Lots of movement still to happen. But at the end of the day, tomorrow is game day. And Parkinson needs to get his team ready for that. And they need to block out the noise. And if anyone can do it, this team can do it. If anyone can do it as a manager, Parkinson can do it. They've gotten used to having the cameras around them. They got used to the fanfare. They got used to everything. They got used to the jealousy or whatever the hell you want to call it. Getting all the stick, Hollywood bullshit, all that stuff. They laughed at us. They're all going to laugh at you. They laughed at us. They laughed at Rob Mack and Ryan when they said, we want to get to the Premier League. They're like, can't do that. Well, if we do well this season, we'll be there. So I'm really pumped up about tomorrow. The Windass conversation, bringing Jimmy on for another year, I think it's okay. I don't think it's the best move, but I think it's okay for different reasons. But tomorrow's game day, and we got to continue to move forward. It's over. Like, we went up last season, that's done. We got to park that now. Now it's time to move forward and take care of ourselves, take care of the team, and hopefully just go support this team tomorrow and hopefully get a W. That's all we can do. So, anyways, I'm going to get everyone out of here. Remember, in about 50 minutes from now, Patty will be having the curtain raiser, Ipswich Town, Birmingham City versus Ipswich, and that's going to be a good one. Got a surprise for you too when you see it. So enjoy that. And then tomorrow is a big freaking day as well. Game day build-up, an hour before. Aaron's going to be doing that with Ken, live watch along with me, 4:30 in the morning. And after that is going to be another game. We'll be doing what's the game after that? There's another game after that we're going to be doing a live watch along for. There's way too much. And then on Sunday, we're doing another watch along too. It's Sheffield Wednesday versus Leicester City, I believe. So just keep an eye out for that. Keep your bell on, and lots of fun stuff coming in here. And there you go. Broadheads on the bench for Ipswich. Okay, good. Okay, smash that like button, share out. Thank you for coming in. Anything breaks, we'll be here live on the local pundit, even if we're doing a watch along for the championship show. So it's going to be a fantastic season. I will see you tomorrow at 4:20 in the morning to watch Wrexham take on Southampton in the championship for the first time in 43 years. I'm pumped up, minus the time of waking up. So thank you. And on that bombshell, we'll see y'all soon.